Softball 360 is brought to you by DeMarini. Upgrade your game with the DeMarini CL22. By Evil Sports. The best softball on the planet is evil. EvilSports.com. By Reebok. Check out the Reebok 2013 Barrage at suncoastsports.net. And by the WSL. Play the next level. The WSL Worth North American Championship Series.
Welcome back to Softball 360, everybody. Dave Benz hanging out with Timmy Layton. And Timmy, we are not only focused on the Firemen's Tournament, which is where we are emanating from this week in Bloomington, Minnesota. We're also thinking about what transpired down in Houston at Minute Maid Park.
Team DeMarini and Reebok were ready to hit some bombs.
Time for the big show. Reebok and DeMarini at Minute Maid Park in Houston. The rules of the Stadium Power Tour are quite simple. Each player gets 15 swings. Each home run is worth 1 point, except for the last pitch, known as the money ball, which is worth 2 points and could be the tiebreaker. Let the home run show begin. Chris the Crusher Larson starts the show for Team DeMarini. Larson has the classic swing to send softball souvenirs deep in the yard with a whip-like swing. Chris is one of the youngest players on the tour and has already claimed a championship. Not only is Chris a professional softball player, but he also works for DeMarini and Wilson Sporting Goods, designing, what else? Softball bats. All of a sudden, Larson drops the hammer and bang, zoom! Larson sends out a shot that keeps going and going and going. Gadzooks, it has completely left the park. What a show Larson is putting on for the Houston fans. Larson has hit 6 in a row, and now it's time for the money ball. And you can take it to the Houston Bank and Trust. Larson leads off with 12 big points, and the softball world is on red alert. Stepping up to the plate, Donovan Devo Pokraka for Team DeMarini. While Devo is a rookie, don't expect any jitters at the plate. Jam shot all the way to downtown. And Houston, it's game on, people. But wait, there's more. As another softball is sent deep into the yard. Now the money ball. Devo can take the lead with this swing, and oh no, Devo, not today. Devo has tied Larson with 12 points, and what a show so far. At 6'6" and close to 300 pounds, Reebok's Chris G-Man Greinert is one tough customer at the plate and big enough to scare away a burglar. Big Bad Chris swings a Reebok Barrage, and does it ever explode with power? The two-piece bat design is what Chris craves. G-Man is simply crushing the ball. Man, oh man, talk about a bombshell. The evil softballs are gonzo. That is headed all the way to Galveston Bay. Get out of here, ball. G-Man ends the day with a solid 8 points, just enough to keep Reebok in the hunt for the Manufacturers Cup. Here comes Adam Rockoff, known as A-Rock for Team DeMarini. A-Rock has the power and technique to keep his softball party rocking. He swings it like he means it. Check out some of his credits. Winner of the Silver Slugger Award, a 7-time ASA All-Conference selection. Now A-Rock and his DeMarini bat are in the groove. Simply an amazing night at the park as one after another is going downtown. Holy home runs, Batman. That evil softball is headed towards Astros owner Drayton McLean's corner office. Rock has 10 points, and on the money ball, he can tie it up. And here we go. Yes, and it counts. 12 points, and Team DeMarini ends up in a 3-way tie. Larson, Devo, and A-Rock are on top with 12 points apiece.
I mean, I got lucky enough to get one all the way up out of here. Goosebumps. I had to take a minute, kind of reset, because that was pretty cool.
Team DeMarini's coming back.
Team DeMarini's making moves.
So DeMarini takes the roof off at Minute Maid Park. Here are your final stats and standings from Houston. For team and individual standings, log on to softball360.com.
So quite a show there in Houston, and the championship race is starting to get tight as the events are dwindling.
Now remember, only 6 long-haul bombers can qualify for the finals, so be sure to check out the standings online at softball360.com.
And that just about does it for this edition of Softball 360 from the Firemen's Tournament here in Bloomington, Minnesota. Remember, as Timmy mentioned, you can find out more about Softball 360 online anytime at softball360.com.
And Dave, as I like to say, why don't we get out to the park and play ball?
Next week on Softball 360, a big show in Seattle at Safeco Field. Easton and Mike can square off for a championship. And we'll hang out in the Northwoods with Team DeMarini's Chris Larson and Bubba Brungart. New bats and a whole lot more. Those stories and more next week on Softball 360.